All right, good morning. Roads look pretty clear this morning. I know the temperature is, well, most of us are below zero, but here's 89 south in Hartford, Brookfield, again 89 in Hartford, Brookfield, Bethel. Things pretty smooth going here. Exit 10. Just drive carefully. National Weather Service saying we've got a little bit of a clipper that's coming in for the evening commute. Things could be slick. There's your heads up, all right? Please be careful driving. Don't forget now to receive weather, road, emergency alerts. Directly sign up for VT Alert, Vermont Alert, vtalert.gov. It's easy. The weekend is over. It is a new day. It is a fresh new week. Thanks so much for sharing your morning with me here at Central Vermont's podcast. I'm JD Green. This is Aired Out from Fly on the Wall Productions, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, streamed everywhere you get your podcasts, on the web at airedoutVT.com. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you're off to a good start, even though it is so cold this morning. 16 only for a high today. Afternoon snow showers, an inch at the most, they're saying. All right. Obviously, we get into the higher terrain, might get a little bit more than that. But expect, again, a slick afternoon, evening commute, widespread inch, okay, maybe 2 of snow expected. But, yeah, it's going to be cold tonight, 13 degrees. And then tomorrow, we're going to rebound a little bit. Cloudy, some flurries, 30 degrees tomorrow. It's going to feel like a heat wave. Steady snow Tuesday night, flipping to a wintry mix, says Channel 5, and rain on Wednesday morning. For the most part, Wednesday going to be cloudy, but 33 degrees for the high. Some morning snow showers and some rain showers on Wednesday morning. Birthdays today. Donna Thunder. Can't believe it. Happy birthday, Donna. Don't know how old she is, but I know how old she acts. Nowhere near her age. A very happy birthday to the lovely Shelby, who's been through it, man. The end of 25 was a rough one for her. 26 is shining bright, though. And she's got a lot of friends and a lot of love behind her, and she's going to have a fantastic year. Period. Amen. I hope she's listening this morning. Jamie Bradley, one of the angels on earth, as far as I'm concerned. Happy birthday, Jamie. Doreen Chase Watson, Joanne, I haven't seen them, Steve and Doreen, in so long. Joanne Rader, Todd Hemingway, Stuart Sengus, Jasmine Burt, Morgan Provost, Nancy Zorn, and Amanda Barberi. Happy birthday to each of you. The Winter Solstice High School basketball tournament wrapped up this weekend at the Aud. It was amazing. Got a chance to run over to the Dartmouth-Harvard women's basketball game with some good friends and family, and we just had so much fun. It was a great weekend. Facebook question of the day. Do you think AI bias is having an effect on not only American political leaders, but also managers in the workforce, the big bosses? I'm going to post that up as soon as I get off the air this morning, and we're going to talk about it. What a weekend, though. Here we are, Black Monday. The regular NFL season is over, and so are a few coaching careers. This is when coaches lose their jobs. Falcons didn't wait until today, though. They let their head coach go last night. My nephews were there last night in Pittsburgh. And I have been trying to reach them this morning, but as you could probably guess, they're still sleeping. But, yeah, the AFC North Championship goes to the Steelers by the chin of their chinny chin chin. Or as some of us, maybe most of us, would say, by 2 points. 26-24, the final in the most spectacular game yesterday to wrap up the season. And I'm sure this morning that my buddy Chris Autry, who shares a love of the Steelers, as my brother does, to the ends of the earth and beyond. I don't know. It was something. Or maybe it was the Raiders' 14-12 win over the Chiefs that you were loving so much last night. Some of the games were so lopsided yesterday. Some of them, frankly, were yawners. Let's see. Winners, we had Rams, Seahawks, Texans. Logan Luce is thrilled. Browns, Falcons by 2 over the Saints, 19-17. Vikings, Jaguars embarrassed the Titans, 41-7. Had to take a double take at that. Giants, show of hands, how many of you are surprised that the Cowboys lost? Anyone? Okay. Commanders beat the Eagles 24-17. Patriots destroyed the Dolphins 28-10. Watched that one with a friend last night and some delicious wings. It was a good time. I knew I would be willing to bet my life savings, which isn't really that much, that Chris Autry would be calling me this morning. My man Art.
How about America's team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, heading to the playoffs? I told you, man. I told you this. I told you, man. Listen, there's a lot of sad people in the world today. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sad people in the world today. There's a lot of people going back to work.
There's a lot of Cowboys fans. A lot of sad people. You're right.
Cowboys fans have got to be second. Got to be second. That once again, they're at home watching. They couldn't even get a participation trophy.
Yeah.
Right. In the NFL.
Did the Jets show up yesterday? Did the Titans show up yesterday?
I heard that. I heard that Barry City Middle restarted their football program, and they played for the Jets yesterday as a scrimmage.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true or not, but you know who else is having a sad day today?
Who's that?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, they are.
The Baltimore, they just picked up and sat next to the Cowboys on the couch. They're going to watch this whole postseason go by. It's a good Monday, JD. Even though we're coming back from Christmas, it's a good Monday.
Who was the guy that missed the field goal? What was his name now?
Does it matter? What matters?
I can't.
Here it is, right here.
Hold it. The kick is no good. It is wide right. And the Steelers are the champions of the North.
Listen to that crowd, Autry. Can you believe that crowd last night, how loud they were?
JD, when we lived in Pittsburgh, I mean, I've got stories. We were one time on a Sunday during a game. It was right after. No, it was like right after the game started. I made a quick run into Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle is the big grocery store in Pittsburgh, and it's a really nice grocery store, like unbelievably fancy. And so I made a quick run in there to grab a couple things and to get home to watch the game. And JD, I kid you not, there were crowds of people throughout the store looking up at the TVs on the walls, watching the game as they're shopping for groceries. Like, just stop. In the produce section, there's a TV, and they're watching the game. And so whenever we would score, man, you'd hear just cheers erupt in the grocery store.
They're not even checking the price of grapes.
No, I don't care. Listen, this is double dipping. We got to watch the game and get groceries for the week, right? And man, that's the kind of fans we are, man. I just, man, yeah.
Now you're down in North Carolina. Did you hear that missed field goal last night in North Carolina when you stepped out into your backyard?
You listen. I not only heard it, but my heart jumped right out my chest, slapped me in the face, made sure I was awake, and popped right back in. I could not believe it. I could not believe he missed the field goal. I mean, it was a chip shot field goal.
Yeah.
But that just goes to tell you what pressure will do, man. Pressure can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. The look of despair. And that's a lack of a better word here. I mean, that's a huge understatement on his face, man. Oh. Ouch.
Oh, he was pitiful.
Can you Can you believe that my nephews were there, buddy?
What I really struggle with is, why weren't we invited?
You know,
you've got a Steelers jersey.
I do.
You've got Steelers underwear. You're outfitted just like I am. Why weren't we invited to the game?
You know, I'm probably going to be pondering that for the rest of my life. I really am. I mean, because I keep hearing, oh, yeah, you're going to come with us some year. Yeah, you're going to come with us. I should have been there last night.
You know what we need to do, JD? You and I need to go to a game.
Yeah, and not invite anyone else.
No, leave everybody at home.
Yeah, good idea.
Everybody at home.
Yeah,
that's exactly what we need. Did your brother have season tickets?
My brother does not have season tickets, although he has considered moving to Pittsburgh.
Its quality of life would increase significantly.
Of course it would. We know that.
It's a great city.
Now
great people. It's yeah.
You know that every time the Steelers play, that my brother is cooking up some kind of appetizer or some kind of food that tributes the opposing team, and you know why. So that food can be consumed and then discarded. I think it might have been some form of poultry yesterday. I'm not sure.
Listen, last night was the only night. There's only a couple of nights in the year that I don't mind eating crow.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like I didn't mind eating. Listen, if I had a plate of Raven,
yeah,
I would have tore into that thing in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I can't believe we won it.
I know, man.
I mean, it just it was such a dogfight in the second half, and it just kept. I kept dozing off because I'm old. I kept dozing off, and I'd wake up and there'd be a huge play. You know?
Yeah.
What I mean?
Yeah. I was going to say. I was going to say, what was worse, the dogfight in the second half, or the dogfight for you to keep your eyes open? Because, and let's take a second here and thank Sam. God bless Sam for making sure that he was shooting his dad with a squirt gun last night to make sure that he didn't miss anything.
He didn't have to shoot me a squirt gun. He just talks. He was so loud last night at one point that I literally shot straight up in my chair. And what happened? I thought somebody was breaking in a house, man. He just
and were there any tears?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I've cried a lot over the holidays. I cried over the end of Stranger Things. It's
Why were you
embarrassing to
crying?
tell you how much
Steve didn't die.
Can we talk about it? Or are we leaking out all the secrets?
Steve didn't die. He almost died.
Steve did not die, and I think Elle's alive. Just saying. I think Elle's alive. I think I am firmly in the belief. I almost can prove she's alive. So I am. Yeah. Dude, I wept. And then last night, man, I just stood there stunned that he missed a field goal.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, because I love Coach Tomlin, even though I do think he's at the verge of we need a transition. I love Coach Tomlin. And
he had some tears in his eyes last night. I don't know if you saw
dude,
camera was catching him.
Yeah. I was so happy for him, man. And Aaron Rodgers, you know, I've always been here and there with Aaron Rodgers, and to see him happy to play football again, and man, I just dude,
you know, here's the thing. He is happy to play football. He is happy to. How old is he? 43?
42.
42. He is happy to play football. However, buddy, and I'm just saying it like it is, you wouldn't have known it though when you heard those voice outtakes this morning or what was it, late last night? Come on, Bob. You just won the AFC North title. Are you excited? Are you happy?
He's hungry, man, and I'm with him. I want us to dominate. I like these close games are killing me.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why we can't put up more than 20 points. Like, why can't we put up 30 and 40 points a game? We have the players.
Listen, I'm no pro, man. You know that, but he did miss a couple of wicked touchdowns last night. You know that.
For sure.
He threw them away.
His age shows in that he can make some really bad throws.
I don't know if the Texans are going to be as forgiving.
No, I don't think so either. We're in for an uphill battle, dude. I mean, this playoffs is going to be tough. Because I don't want to look too far ahead, but Texas is going to just. Man, they're not going to be an injured Baltimore Ravens. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a bit of a dogfight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Are there any other teams that you're going to be paying special attention to, that you're going to be watching carefully this coming weekend?
Well, I think Denver's in our radar, and I think you have to pay very close attention to Denver. In my book, I've got Denver and I've got Seattle playing for it all.
Okay. Wow.
I think, man, I'm a believer in Sam Darnold. I wished we went and picked up Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
In the offseason. I hate that we didn't do that. But I mean, he is such an overlooked QB.
Yeah.
And then Sean Payton's got Denver playing really good football right now.
Some of those games yesterday were big yawners. Bills and Jets 35-8. Broncos Chargers 19-3. I mean, it was, 41-7 Jaguars over the Titans. I mean, there were a couple of yawner games, buddy. It is what it is, man. Some of them, I punched out, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm all done.
Yeah. Man, I think we have to, at this point in the season, teams are going to play their bench. And that's just how it's going to be. They're going to play their bench. They're going to keep, especially these playoff teams, man, they're going to take the L and in order to preserve their playoff spot and to keep everybody healthy and that kind of thing. So I get it, man. I get it. And so that's why you've got some of those lopsided wins like that, or lopsided losses and wins. And but I'll tell you, man. Still, I mean, those losses in my book mean something, right? It means you don't have the bench. You don't have the bench to be able to compete, and you always, as a football coach, man, you plead to your guys. Hey, you need to. The next guy on the bench has to be able to contribute. There's no other way around it, and so he needs to be prepared to start at any moment. He can't be looked at as second rate. And so I think that's what that tells you is, man, some of these teams are just not that deep.
Yeah. Well, we're learning fast, man. Playoffs starting Saturday. Wild card matchups right now. Looks like Rams, Panthers, Packers, Bears, and then on Saturday, and then on Sunday, Bills, Jags, 49ers, Eagles, Chargers, Patriots, and Texans and Steelers. It's going to be something else, man. There are a lot of folks in Pittsburgh this morning that do not have any fingernails left.
They don't have any fingernails, and they may have lost a pair of underwear last night.
Yeah, absolutely.
They had to change it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Now, this coming Sunday, what will Chris Autry be wearing on Sunday for the Texans-Steelers game? You got to be – come on. You got to be wearing something.
I have a strict rule. I don't say much. I don't do much until the end of the game.
Ooh.
Until the end of the game. Listen, I have in our church we have season ticket holders to the Baltimore Ravens, and they are friends with Coach Harbaugh. It's kind of a neat story, and so yesterday, man, they talked all kind of junk to me all day long. I said, I'm not saying a word. But you better believe that when I woke up this morning, the very first thing I did was flood his text message with every kind of Steelers, Jeff, smart aleck comment. You know, I'm going to ride it today, and I'm going to go back to being silent tomorrow. And because I want to wait. I don't want to talk too much, man. I don't want to jinx it. But dude, listen. Yesterday, a bird flew in our church before worship. And we couldn't get that bird out. And I heard it during worship, man.
Wasn't a raven. It wasn't a raven, was it?
Yeah. That's all they kept saying to me. Is that a raven up there? Is that a raven up there? It's all right, man. Y'all, I'm going to let y'all have a moment.
Listen, you're a man of God. You wouldn't take the innocent life of a raven, would you?
In a second, if I needed it. If I needed it. Listen, man, God gave us that raven. If I'm hungry, yeah. I'm telling you, listen, man, I know there's people in Vermont that don't like to hear those kind of things. There's a lot of people up in Vermont that are like, you know, they see a bug and that's a precious life. And not me. I believe in the value of life, but I'm just saying I kill bugs and I eat animals. That's all from the Lord.
I can't wait. I hope I have you on the air with me next Monday. I can only hope, regardless of what happens. I've reached out to my nephews. They were there in Pittsburgh last night. They were at the game. They haven't called me back yet. I'm guessing they're still sleeping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They probably just went to bed a little while ago. I mean, they're what? 21 years old.
Well, there's a lot of establishments around that Acrisure Stadium. I still call it Heinz Field, but they probably just got to bed about an hour ago.
I know.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I'm 46, man. I can't stay up that late anymore.
Man, but you would have been there last night though with those young bloods if you had to.
Oh, heck yeah, I would have been there. I'd have pushed a lot of coffee in my system yesterday. Dude, I knew we weren't going to lose without a fight when they came back on TV playing Renegade in the fourth. I knew the way that stadium had responded to Renegade that, okay, we're not going to go down. We're not going to go down easy. Like like our guys are going to fight back.
My brother cries when he hears Renegade. Cries.
It gets played in our household about on a daily basis during football season, multiple times a day.
He sent me a text that I got this morning that says, "You better have stayed up for that last night." And I was exhausted, buddy. I went to bed, and I was honest with him. I told him that I missed it. He is absolutely disgusted with me. I don't know if I'm going to be thrown out of the family or what. He won't even talk to me.
Listen, man. We are people with responsibilities, and we don't have grown children. We have young children, and they tend to keep us up and keep us moving. We need our rest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah. I had to get Lily in bed last night. It was late enough, and enough's enough. She's going to get the first day back at school, bud. But
yeah.
But still, and that's not an acceptable excuse for my brother, though.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I was in the chair, wrapped up in a blanket, and I had one eye open, and I mean, I just went back and forth. Like, I've got to do this. I need to, and I just, bro. And now they're playing an 8:20 game on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
How am I gonna do this?
Yeah,
man?
I know.
I can't keep living like this.
You need to call out sick, buddy.
If I could, man, if I had not just come back from vacation with a load of stuff, I would call out sick in a heartbeat. But
brother, I love having you on. I can only hope I'll get you next time after that Texans game.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, buddy. I love you. Well, I'll check in with you. We'll see if we can make it happen.
All right, brother. Love you, pal.
Love you too, buddy.
Right. What do you have for a temperature down there this morning in North Carolina? We're at I was at -4 at my house this morning. What do you have?
-4. Well, there's no snow on the ground, and right now it's 42. 42. I will tell you, last week I was in the mountains, North Carolina, and for 3 days we had temperatures in single digits.
Yeah.
And we saw some snow, man. It was nice to see some snow, but it was also nice not to have to clean it up.
Yeah, I bet. Miss you, buddy, an awful lot.
Miss you too, man. Likewise, buddy. Hug everybody. Y'all have a great day in Barry.
All right, buddy. Over and out. Chris Autry, right there. One of the biggest Steelers fans that I've ever known. And I say one of the biggest because I can't say the biggest because my brother possibly takes that. I mean, when you've got the toothbrush holder, the shower curtain, the floor mats, the underwear, and the list goes on, the scarf, the hat, the cutting board at home, Christmas tree ornaments that are all Steelers. And believe me, the list goes on from there. The winter solstice high school basketball tournament at the Odd over the weekend was tremendous. If you were one of the hundreds of people that were up there over the weekend, you know that you had a damn good time. You also know that those kids gave their heart and soul and their coaching faculty really put it all in there. And thanks to Carl Parton for bringing the games to our eyes and our ears for those of us that were not able to be at the auditorium this weekend. Spalding beat you 43-38. Hazen boys took Peoples 66-53. The girls took Peoples 54-24. Just some of the games. Just some of the games. Incredible. Just incredible. I hope you had a great weekend. I know that so many of us were distracted about what is going on in the world with the former Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro, who, by the way, is scheduled to appear in federal court in Manhattan at 12 noon today. A couple of hours away. He'll be arraigned on a 4-count indictment charging him with leading a 25-year narco-terrorism conspiracy that included several high-ranking members of his administration, if that's what you even want to call it. So what do you think about all of this? I saw a lot of opinions flying around on social media this weekend. What do you think is going to happen next? Do you think the world, really now, is going to be a safer place? What's the potential fallout around the globe now? What impact is the attack on Venezuela going to have on oil prices? We got the right saying prices are going to go down. We got the left saying prices are going to go up. I got to get somebody on the air with me who has a pretty solid read on this, unbiased. What do you say about all this? Don't be shy now. Drop your comment. New leadership in Venezuela, you think it's going to bring down the price of oil? Russia, China, everybody's so worked up about this. And I saw them in the comments, a lot of comparisons to the U.S. invasion of Panama back in '89. I remember that well. I was a senior in high school under President Bush. Is this the same? Or do you think the United States is about to get involved with a quagmire? And I know. Tammy's comment here, I think the president needs to go through Congress. Things are out of control. I know. How many are saying that? I know. But yeah, it's just popping up in front of me. Maduro is scheduled to appear in federal court noon today. Let's see. 4-count indictment, 25-year narco-terrorism conspiracy. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Not really. Not really. I mean, this is a this is a pretty high-profile courthouse. Diddy's been in there. Luigi's been in there. Trump's been in there. All recently, too. Did you see the people lined up waiting to get a visual of Maduro when he arrives in the courthouse? People started lining up last night. Not giving a good damn about NFL games. They wanted to camp out in Manhattan just to get a glimpse of Maduro walking into the courthouse this morning. the weapons offenses, the drug trafficking, there's no question. There's a lot of serious charges here. And a lot of questions that Americans and the rest of the world is asking. Did we go about it the right way? And man, there's a good number of people down in Florida that are just thrilled. Venezuelans that are thrilled that we've got this guy and his wife. I'm sure she's pretty pissed off. Oh, Stacy says China, Russia, and all of the countries that have been getting cheap black market oil will now have to pay fair market price that will go to the Venezuelan economy, not in the corrupt leaders' pockets. It's going to be interesting. Right out of the gate in 2026, here we go. Big story. Wasting no time. We'll see what happens. U.S. military operation that led to the capture of Nicolas Maduro and his wife has also left, and I'm reading right here from CNN. Stranded tourists wondering how to get home or to their next destination. The FAA has temporarily closed airspace over the entire Caribbean. Wow. Puerto Rico, San Juan, yeah. That airport is pretty much shut down. Wow. We'll see what happens with that. I'll try to be watching. I'll try to be paying attention. And if I miss something, please text me. Let me know about what's breaking. I'll be, again, listening and following. On the go today. We got a guy that has been taken into custody by police after officers and Secret Service agents responded to the Cincinnati home of Vice President J.D. Vance overnight. Damage to the windows of the home. Police on scene for several hours, going in and out of the house. They've got a guy in custody. Let's see. Arrested for causing property damage, including breaking windows on the exterior of a personal residence. This all went down shortly after midnight. While you were sleeping, or maybe you were still up celebrating the Steelers win. I don't know. Vance had been in Cincinnati for the last week, but he left a couple hours before this. He left yesterday afternoon. So he wasn't even home. Developing story? Yeah, you bet. You bet. And we'll be watching and paying attention to it. Oh, the Tim Walz story. Says he's not going to run for a third term as Minnesota governor. Just making the announcement this morning. Not going to run for the third term. Less than 4 months after launching a re-election campaign. Amazing. But is it, though? 61 years old. I wonder what he's going to do now. I have ideas. And I've got some pretty snarky ideas, but I'll just keep them to myself. Of what he's going to do with all his free time now. What else is happening? Molly Gray announcing a new run for Vermont Lieutenant Governor. That's in the news. I want to know what I have thoughts about this. I have opinions about this. And some of them are a little bit, but I want to know what yours are. What else is happening? What else is happening? I know there's so much. This Maduro thing is just oversaturating everything right now. New York City's subway and bus fares rose to $3 yesterday, up 10 cents for most rides. Authority Services is expected to raise $350 million annually. Mamdani is going to be trying to do a lot of things in New York City. 4 million passengers on the subways daily. Good luck. If you got to the movies this weekend, and I know FGB Theaters was jamming them out. The Capitol Showplace over in Montpelier, the Paramount Twin right here in the Granite City, Avatar Fire and Ash. Haven't seen it yet. Grossed $1 billion at the box office in 18 days. James Cameron's fourth movie to reach that milestone. $1 billion. By the way, fgbtheaters.com is the site that you should get to a movie this week. You really should. $5 Tuesdays over at the Capitol Showplace. $5 Wednesdays right here in Barrie at the Paramount. All movies, all showtimes. Really, you should go. Treat yourself. Take your wife, take your girlfriend out, surprise them, go see a movie. Get some popcorn. Get in there. Lights will be off. Unplug a little bit from all of the insanity going on to the world. Escape and go, relax, and enjoy a movie. I said this last week, and I want to push this again because it's pretty important that with the new year and the Vermont legislature starting up a new session, there are going to be some big changes coming, especially to small businesses here in Vermont. I don't know of anybody that's going to be exempt from these changes coming. Some of them you might think are pretty good. Some you might think are pretty bad. But they're all going to impact us in different ways. Here's what's happening. The Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce is doing a public outreach to everyone and anyone. And they're saying, look, we're going to host a gathering to connect with Vermont legislatures. The leaders that draw up the bills, make the laws, our government that is supposed to be working for us. But so many of us are just not engaged. for whatever reason, maybe we feel that our voice won't be heard, or that it doesn't matter, or that they've got an agenda that they're going to be sticking to regardless of all things. But the Chamber of Commerce is saying, look, we're going to get together at the Governor's Ballroom at the Capitol Plaza Hotel in Montpelier on Wednesday night, February 4th, and you're all invited, especially if you're a business owner. If you're a business professional, you should be there. You should put that on your calendar right now. You should get in touch with the Chamber of Commerce and say, look, I heard JD on Aired Out talking about this. I want to be there. I want to get on the invite list. It's that simple. This is your chance to speak directly to your Vermont legislators. You've got the opportunity. There it is, right in front of you. I'm hoping to be there. The only thing that will prevent me from being, frankly, anywhere is any kind of game or school event that my daughter is involved with. Basketball, soccer, it doesn't matter what it is. If she's playing, I'm going to be there. And if I'm able to be there on Wednesday, the 4th of February, I will be. And if I'm able to stream it live, I will. Question for some of you out there this morning. I have been reading a little bit about the coming year, technology, what's new, what's possibly going to be here by 2028, by 2030, and the snapshot of what 2026 is looking like with regard to technology, specifically AI. And what I read is a lot of people that are just reacting to the fear-mongering that's coming down the pipe about AI, that we just believe what we hear so quickly, so easily, without taking the time to take a little bit of a dive ourselves and look into things and construct our own opinions about. You just say the words AI, and people instantly have thoughts, feelings, opinions, and we react quickly. AI is good. AI is bad. AI is going to kill us. The robots are going to kill us. We're going to be fighting with them within the next 5 years. The future of our children, if they're not embracing AI, they're going to fall flat on their asses. They're going to fail. I hear it. I know you do. Even my little girl is like, yeah, Dad, that's fake. What you're watching, that's AI. What's real anymore? I know. There's good, there's bad, and there's everything in between to talk about when it comes to AI. But when it comes to what our leaders, not only our political leaders, but also our leaders in the workforce, our manager's manager, the bosses, the big dogs, where it all trickles down from. How are they being influenced by AI? Long-term influence. AI bias. Not just in our government leaders. You know, I think of Dispenza and how what is it, 70-something% of the thoughts that we have in our minds are echoed day after day. Over 70%. And that's a cycle that's pretty strong. It's got a lot of momentum. And to break that, or to slow that down, or to start thinking more openly or broadly, is not that easy for a lot of us to do, because we're opinionated. We're influenced. We're human beings. We're all susceptible to it. But do you think AI bias is something that is already having an effect on American political leaders or the leaders of our workplaces? What do you think about this kind of stuff? Is AI just kind of telling us what we want to hear? Is this going to shape the mission of companies, their motives? So many leaders surround themselves with people who tell them what they want to hear. And whether it, and maybe AI has a little bit of a positivity bias. The glass is always half full. I don't know. There's some new studies out about this deep, persistent positivity vibe, if you will, in the workplace that may or even may not be coming from a source of artificial intelligence. I'm going to chat at some point very soon, I hope, with a lady who is the host of the Growth and Grit podcast and get her take on this. And I'm hoping that that's going to happen really soon. Her name is Julia Davis, and I'm hoping she'll shed some light on this kind of stuff. Be careful with what you hear. The higher you rise, the less truth you hear. Maybe. Just a thought. I would love to hear what you have to say about this. I'll make it the question of the day. I'll put it up there. And, man, I would love to see some comments about this. Wednesday this week, I'm going to get back connected with Sweethearts and Heroes on the air. Rex is going to be in here on Thursday. And G is going to close out the week with a bang on Friday. It is already the 5th day of 2026. And maybe you're a little bit like me. You're just kind of flying 100 miles an hour, and you haven't taken a minute to just pause and stop. Just be quiet for a little while. Shut the music off. Take a deep breath. Reflect on your life. Reflect on the past year, whether it was a great one for you or whether it was kind of shitty. But just stop. Take a deep breath. Okay? I'm trying. Not always succeeding, but I'm trying to do that. And I hope that you will too. We got a great show for you tomorrow. It's just going to be, it's going to be beautiful. And I want to thank you again for tuning in this morning and connecting with us. Daily Dose of Feel Good. And man, it's like going into 26, got to begin the work week on Mondays with some story somewhere, whether it's here in Vermont or elsewhere, that is a feel-good story. That's what we're left with. Hospital workers in Iowa went above and beyond to find a woman's set of lost rings. True story. Her name is Susan Sinwell. She had lost her grandparents' wedding rings, removed them for an x-ray, and didn't realize they were missing until the next day. Come on now. We've all done that. Wrapped them in a napkin, and they ended up in the trash compactor. The maintenance workers at this hospital used metal detectors. They separated out the trash by hand and used these metal detectors to try to find these rings. The staff even used a portable x-ray machine to try to find these rings because it's powerful. And they found them. We'll leave you with that this morning. I love stuff like this. Have a beautiful rest of your day. It's 10 o'clock. Are we at 0 yet? Have we warmed up to 0 yet? We'll catch you again soon. God bless you. Take 1 hour at a time today. We'll get through your Monday. We'll get through your work week together. We'll see you real soon right here on the Air It Out Podcast.